Hello, I'm Micaiah, and this is a new stream. I know we were just streaming for um, Minecraft. We're kind of developing a Minecraft sort of thing concept in yeah, and in Unity. But so yeah, so we're kind of just this is for project knowledge. I guess we should maybe pull up that document as well. I believe it's under Micaiah Stevens. Yes, knowledge. So. I feel like this is good because it's an undefined project. It's by Micaiah Stevens, but it's also spoiler alert and random, right? And random, you know. So, um, yeah. So knowledge, accumulate information, facts, and details, all to gain wisdom and understanding. So it's this concept that's really an undefined project that I'm trying to grasp my hand around. And I feel like to me, it's like if I really wanted to think about the fact that taking a step back from development and working on something else, this would be kind of the de facto of working on that. Now, the calendar app, I feel like is was a really great. Speaking of taking a step back from um, project development and then moving right into talking about but I mean, it's always going to be my goal is to try to fund and continue to work on development on side projects as well. But I feel like to me it's like in the next couple months, I just want to focus entirely on project knowledge. I think in a lot of sense of the word, and just kind of see if I can get this off the ground and kind of. I guess I'd have to ship it out. But yeah, so calendar 2024 is a interesting thing where where you have these events and you can create a new event and this is my Douglas is my me and my wife's cat, and then we can that creates a client named Douglas. Oops, sorry. Creates a client named Douglas, and then when you click on Douglas, you can see all the events. So he has 30 minutes, 10 a.m. to 10:30, and then yeah. So this does feel like it's a great start to what I'm kind of when I'm thinking about knowledge and stuff like that, and where you have projects, right? So, um, oh yeah, yeah. So this is, and then so this is project knowledge, right? So it would be another project you can accept, and then when you click on project knowledge, it would give this idea, and then you can activate it. Um, yeah, so this activates project knowledge and it gets a time running, and then if you come back, which I mean it won't go away now, but now you come back and say project knowledge, uh, obviously savings, and then you'd have to say, oh hey, it's still active, and then you unactivate it, and there again, we've worked on an hour for the project. So I feel like this is a great interface for the project in terms of just what's going on with creating events and then again like you can look at a calendar. um, I feel like this is a great way to sort of like time, right? I mean, that's something I guess I didn't think about, but really, um, that these, like for, let's say create a new folder, a 7 will be called time. So time is a big factor, right? So time, time is a huge factor. Time is a huge factor of knowledge. Um, and honestly, to me, and I think to me, it's like, the other thing I was thinking about is there's a movie series called John Wick, right? Which it's rated R, unfortunately, but it's got Keanu Reeves, and it's got four. Yeah, so it started in 2014. It's like about four movies and a TV show now, I think. But that the who's that? I'm like, who? What? Like, who's Alan? Oh, I guess yeah. Yeah, he must have been. Yeah. Yeah, Vigo's reckless and arrogant son. I'm like, oh my God, like this is like, but to me, it's like I think John Wick is like a great, God, how would I here? Let me create a folder here. Let's call knowledge KB, KB worlds, right? Let's just call this. uh, worlds, world KBs. Yeah, here we go. So to me, it's like we can put Star Wars, the MCU. Yeah, I feel like, and then let's create a new folder called John Wick, right? So we create a folder for John Wick, and then under here we say John Wick 1, and then I just basically, the movie starts out with John, you know, I don't know, doing stuff and, feels, you know, feeling his his 67 Mustang or whatever it is. Beautiful car. I mean, I don't not sure. And then you know meets Vigo's son, who we have no idea who this is, and John doesn't even know. I mean, it's like, oh my God, John didn't even know. Like, question, uh, question. Ugh. Why does John Wick not know who Vigo's son is? To me, it's like, John worked for Vigo for a long time. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, so John doesn't know who Vigo's son is, so that's like a really, like as the second watch through, you're like, oh, okay, I know who that is, you know, and it's like you just get the impression right away. I think maybe since it's Keanu Reeves, right? KR, that this is someone you don't want to mess with, right? Trailers, uh, history, experience with KR, right? It's like, from the Matrix, it's just, yeah. So it's like, yeah. So, it's like that. And so it's like, it follows through that these events, right? And these events have a timeline and a order in which they are presented. Now, I really almost hate out of order movies, but sometimes it's okay. I feel like, to me, sometimes it's okay that a movie's out of order. I mean, I would really love to watch the movie. I would love to watch the movie in the correct order without all the flashbacks, I just, to me, it's like, and John Wick's no exception. I feel like I would just love to watch the movie in the complete correct order. So it's like, there again, you get to see John Wick's history, the history of John Wick, his, you know, pencil, his the life with his wife, um, Marcus, as a friend, and then just all the way up to the end, right? And it just feels like, and again, like that that history is not over, right? So it's like, who is um Winston, right? Like, I haven't seen verse chapter 3 and chapter 4, so it might be kind of unfun to watch 3 and 4 if I have to pause it every 5 seconds to write all this down. But I feel like, to me, it's like, if I just build a um yeah, just build a massive yeah. So to me, it's like, this is just a really great example of a John Wick knowledge base. And then there again, the John Wick movie one, right? So, and it just like sort of puts together there again, I guess you could create I guess it wouldn't really be that great, but you could sort of do, um, yeah. But as this history unfolds and what it means, right? And there again, like, this 66 60. Let me actually do something else here. Let me go, uh, Google, what car is John Wick's 1969 Ford Mustang Mach 1. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So this is on LinkedIn. Weird. Okay. I mean, LinkedIn. That's great. So There again. So it's a 19 at six. It's close. 69. Um, God, I guess we're 69 Mustang. So to me, it's like, yeah, yeah. We just click here and we just, yeah. And I feel like to me, it's like let's copy this link and put it right here. Um, and I feel like to me, under folder, we'll say elements, right? Uh, story elements, and we'll just put this under here. And so yeah, so then now we got this, feeling his 1960, feeling his, you know, there again. So now, uh, yeah. So anyway, so it's like yeah. So now it's like okay, well, what's this? What's this car? It's like oh hey, the Mach 1 is an emblem of the golden age of American muscle cars, renowned for their aggressive design, brawny engine options, and bolstering performance. So I don't know. I should click on this, I guess, and see what this is coming from. So, but there again, it's like uh here. Let me Bing, and then just do this. What car is in John Wick's? John Wick's car. Yeah. Oh, images of John Cook's. Oh, here was. Oh, I want to look up Copilot. John Wick, the protagonist of the 1969 Boss 429. Oh yeah, 1970 Chevelle Camaro, and the third movie drives a 1973 Ford Mustang, and the fourth movie drives a Plymouth Barracuda. What is the Plymouth Barracuda? No, dismiss. Oh yeah, yeah. The Plymouth Barracuda is the there again. So yeah. So anyways, yeah. Oh, this is I see. This is the GPT-4. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. So I feel like we're almost there, but that it just doesn't feel like it's very good. Plus, there's also you know, lots of copyright issues here. So it's to me, it's like it's kind of like building this stuff by hand is like okay, cool. And then I don't know. There again, you can't. I mean, it's like I've seen all this stuff, and there's a lot of my own thoughts. So I don't know. I'm not that excited about copywriting it, but I do understand um, the implications there, and yeah, it's kind of like a let's say new folder lawyers. This is 8 lawyers. uh, liars. Why is lawyers number 8 when it should have been number 1? But I don't know. But yeah, so it's just trying to yeah. So this is the core concept of what the knowledge base is, uh, kind of broken down as best as I can. Um, and yeah, the user accounts is also kind of this is also this is a major reason to want to um, build this on the Power Apps platform because I want this to be able to we want a controllable environment where we can say who can view what and edit what. To me, it's like, yeah, this is not like a, hey, this is the idea, right? Is not to say, hey, this is not a chat DPP or any, it's an internal, most likely an internal knowledge base that's, for, um, yeah, for various levels use. And yes, there's a public facing moment in time, but I feel like those are two separate knowledge bases. I'm not sure how to tell that. Like, so let's say folder 9, we'll say this 9 is silo, siloed, silo, siloed information. And then we'll just say a silo information at some point really, as we develop this, the technology technology is in two pieces, right? You know, the what the KB does, what the KB does, and what it displays. So, like in the display, right, you have, the internal. Well, here's just go say the internal data, and then you have the external data, which I feel like these are the 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 two pillars of the KB. So it's like to me, it's like these should never cross or touch. Um, yeah, so it's definitely I feel like a thing. Um, it just no matter how much you put in security, how much you put in information, as soon as you or open a port into the two knowledge bases, as soon as they come together, there's no way you can separate them out, and you might as well just assume that the internal knowledge base is completely available on the internet at that point. You just might as well say, and again, also on the internal one, you have to assume that too. But I don't know, they must have, security. Security is what you make of it, right? If you have an air gapped um, computer in a closed environment, you're probably still exposed. I mean, we just have to assume there's no hiding from anything. I mean, it's like, this is like, oh my God, this is another reference to Paycheck. Uh, yeah, so Paycheck is a movie I was talking about, and a couple other things, but yeah, it's the same in my technology dissertation just recently. I don't know if that went live or whatnot, but I was talking about technology and how I think it did. How there's different forms of technology and that we're using Obsidian. I think like yeah, here we go. Uh, oh yeah, yeah. So like here's a folder. Obsidian is another sort of the Obsidian, and this is the KB was originally built in Obsidian and was a nice place to gather thoughts and form cohesion. Right, so it's like we're trying to form this uh, cohesion between the two. It's all this elements. So, and again, like we have, multiple ones. So I feel like Jehovah is the major, like there again. So the Jehovah knowledge base right is over here, and that's completely separate from. And there again, you also have like the Hamlet knowledge base where you've got this idea that the game. Um, weird. I guess I can't. Um, that. Oh, I guess that's how it works. Yeah. Okay. Um, yeah. And then like let's see, so the shared siloed information. So there again, you can see like the Jehovah, you have the Hamlet, God, can't. Okay, so you have Jehovah, Hamlet, knowledge, and then you got knowledge base. You've got Micaiah. You got game development. What else do you have? Micaiah, Jehovah, game development, knowledge base, and Hamlet. Yeah, so there's five. Yeah, so one, two, three, four, five. So yeah, this is a yeah. Um, and to me, it's like under let's say new folder. We'll call this 11 10. We'll call this information, right? And to me, we'll just create a new folder. We'll call movies, right? So movies, and then we'll just say a new note. We'll call paycheck, right? So this is Ben Affleck made a movie which I've now referenced a few times. Uh, Affleck. I don't know. So yeah, so there again, so to me, it's like in this shared information, we now say, okay, now we can link the paycheck. Um, God, and there again, I'd love a paycheck. Yeah. So now it's like we have, yeah. So I feel that's pretty much, what the knowledge base is about, right? Is about, and there again, if like you look at the graph view, I feel like there's yeah. So to me, it's like more of yeah, so this is actually interesting. So like Skywalker here, can I click on him? No, I can't. But it'd be nice if I can just. Oh yes, I can. Okay, so here we go. So this is Skywalker, which I feel like to me, um, the graph is really, yeah. I feel like a graph is going to be really cool, and where I can sort of link some of this stuff together. But yeah, so it's like I've got this fantasy idea and this history idea and Earth, and they're getting like, what is this 200? So if I double click here, oh yeah, so I've created this 2 million. Micaiah is Asgardian, Asgardian number one, Micaiah. That the secret Micaiah is really a human sneaking into Asgard, not revealed until issue number 10. And then it's he's really an internal, and then he's really the one above all, right? So it's like this, yeah. So this is, I guess we should say like 11 is secrets, right? So to me, new note secrets. So in other uh, KBs, we have secrets. In personal KBs, we have information we don't talk a lot, a lot about. And then also in the personal KB, we have private, right? We have private information, numbers, birthdays, etc. So it's yeah, so it's like yeah, so this is like really part of the technology, the user accounts, right? We'll see it's like this is about secrets, right? So this is uh, we need to manage secrets on a profound level. So you got the God, you've got the HIPAA HIPAA laws. There again, I guess under the lawyers, right? Under the lawyers, we can say new note for HIPAA, right? So uh, if we store if we store personal private information such as healthcare information, we want to abide by HIPAA laws. Um, mostly this is just for our own personal use and not for distribution. So it's a lot of about distribution, right? To me, it's like, um, yeah, um, whew, I mean, oh my goodness gracious, yeah. So yeah, oh my goodness gracious. I feel like we could actually just create create a folder here called just 12 marketing, and just hit the core tenets and say insane marketing and just this up here. Yeah, this is math on an education level. This is yeah. Well, I mean, I guess what I'm saying to myself is, math is a formula. This is a formula for knowledge. Um, yeah, I feel like, this is, information, right? This is, uh, yeah, yeah. So building this AR would be, yeah, and this is like where we get into the graph ideas where, yeah, and they're getting like, oh wow, this existing use cases, wow. So what does this fit? Oh, because yeah, because I talked about, yeah, so the more links I made, the more, yeah, so this, yeah, so eventually, I mean, this could all be linked together, and I feel like, yeah, we go to Micaiah. This is me, not part of the mod, part of the player's last campfire. Oh yeah, yeah, and then we got Backpack Hero. And then why does this link to Micaiah and personally? And there again, this Micaiah. It's like, oh, it's actually talking about this Micaiah, right? But why are we linking to um, Micaiah? Yeah, the personal Micaiah personal history. Oh, because it just says Micaiah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. So this was when I saw Star Wars, right? So when I saw Star Wars 4, I love the idea of the Mandalorian War. Mandalorian War. I love the idea of how Vader came to be, Vadar, um, and and I, Micaiah, uh, and I, and talk and and talking. Okay, and and talking and let's see, is this and talking. Oh my God, to his brother who read the books. He's like, no, 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 go read the books. You know, this is my brother. So yeah, so this is like some personal history with here. Um, and I feel like to me it's like connections, right? So to me it's like do we got terminology here? Yeah, to me let's say connections, right? So this is about connections. This is about this is come on. This is about connections. Our personal, profound connection to an idea or a place or a thing. Um, when we think about Marvel and technology and whatever and Star Wars and all these different ideas, they're a um, they're a it's a personal connection to that knowledge base. It's how how this knowledge. I mean, this to me is me, right? All of this is me. Um, even Burry, right? Okay, that's yeah. And Tom Cruise and this Mustang and John Wick and all these things are me in a sense of the word. Like I've created these and I've curated them and I've understood them. So it's like when I look at this stuff, you know, and it's like right here, like if what if the Marvel unit, this is my idea that I came up with personally. Um, but yeah, and then here's Adam. Oh, yeah, yeah. And again, this is Micaiah, right, as well. So like for Micaiah is now linked. So now you look here, and you've got these, yeah, rum-bum-bum. You got Micaiah is now linked to Adam, right? So it's like yeah, that's cool. No, yeah, and this is I'm not. Oh, this is linked to Mortis, which is on the welcome. Which why are you linked to the welcome? Yeah, why are you linked to that? Yeah, make it out of something Mortis. Or try the importer. Yeah, this is a Obsidian Vault. Is basically what it is. The vault of information. Um, yeah, this. So this is driven by John Wick in John Wick 1 and part of the starting story for John Wick 2. And then yeah, so now John Wick is yeah. So this is John Wick, right, doing stuff. So to me, it's like okay, now we have let's say create a folder and we'll call this characters, right? This is characters, and then we say new note for John Wick, and then that should link all to here. Yeah. And then now the graph for John Wick will have um, Anyway, so there's a John Wick out there somewhere. Yeah, here we go. So John Wick. But the cool thing about this as well is if we go here and we come down to here and I go into here and I go to the vault and I go into knowledge base, right? So here again we have Erica, game development, Hamlet, heist. Uh, oh yeah, I feel like, oh, is this? Nah, I guess I should boot that up when I'm not. Oh yeah, here's the Marvel one. Yeah, I guess. Anyways, I guess to me what I'm talking about here is like, okay, now I can say, compress this to zip, and I can now copy this John Wick folder into a new knowledge base is kind of what I'm basically alluding to. So it's like I can, I know what John Wick is. I'm like, oh hey, now I know what the Mustang is, right? And yeah, so I feel like to me, I like to say this is, um, yeah. So this is say World War I, right? And then this leads to uh, World War. Oh, I don't have a World War. World War IV, right? Oh, yeah. And then under. Oh no, this is sorry. World War II, right? And if we copy this, and then come down here and say World War. This is World War III, and this is World War I, and then yeah, and then under here to here, but here let's say World War X, right? And then yeah, so now we can go 2, 1. This is the the Great War, and then this leads into World War II, right? So now we're getting a little bit better on our graphs, right? So you can see World War I led to World War II, led to World War III, led to World War IV, which led to World War X. So where's this? Well, it's right here. And now it's like, okay, now this is kind of annoying. Well, this is like history, right? So this history is um, this is part of a alternative. There again, so this tag is we'll just say this alternative, right? What's this alternative history? Alternative history, and then this is part of an alternative timeline, which theor theoretically leads to World War X. The Mandalorian War. Uh, I don't know. It's yeah. So this is the Mandalorian. So this to me is like the Mandalorian War, which yeah. So if I go to end, okay, well if I go to end, and I can say yeah. So this is the Mandalorian War, which leads to World War IV essentially. So if I go to four, and then I'm like, oh, okay, and this is now I should say World War III, right? Because we're backing up through history, and now we're going forward in history to World War X. Here, let me World War. Yeah, so under here, let's say this is 5 through 6. Four World War IV through 6, or well 9, are made up events to stretch out time. Yeah, so there again, like these timelines, right, are interesting. So it's like we have the Great War. This is actually history, right? This is our history, 1914, 1944, and then there again, like World War III is, in 2024, whatever. Just as a, uh, 2024, i.e., the future, right? Maybe we should just call this 2025. Um, but I guess there again, it wouldn't line up. So I don't know, maybe here 2025, i.e. the future, right? There, I don't know, 2024. I don't know. I'm always like a little hesitant to put real life things in here, but yeah. So then the genealogies right here is like this is like so this is a tag of Marvel, right? And this is a tag of uh Star Wars, you know. Um, yeah, and I feel like yeah, here's like here again. So another tag here would be Star Wars. So yeah, these tags are really nice. I love these tags. I've developed a lot of systems for tags. Yeah, and I feel like they're gray because they're not. Um, yeah, so yeah, so under here, yeah, so this is the Mandal. Yeah, so this is the Mandalorian War, which is here, and then this is World War X. You know, and this is i.e. the God. Why is this? Why does it feel like this is i.e. the Mandal? I guess that's white. Yeah, so we could make a copy and paste of, we can import. Basically, it's talking about the fact that, and this is Star Wars, right? So this is Star Wars as a tag as well. Um, God, what happened? Oh, I feel like, oops. Yeah, so I feel like that just created an event, which we don't want to do. We just want to put this under here. Um, yeah. By the way, by, I read an article which suggested the movie for Grogu would could break all of this. Yeah, so Grogu and Mandalorian have a new movie coming out. Yeah, so this is the yeah. Yeah, it was fun. Sorry, my cat's having fun. Anyway, so now we get this idea of the graph view that now, yeah, so now, woo, you can see like how, um, yeah, World War X is linked to Star Wars, which is what's the history? What is this for? Oh no, this is the Star Wars history, right? Yeah. So this feels like the Star Wars history would be a better terminology for that. Um, yeah. And there again, like to me, it's like here. Yeah. So this is my timeline, and yours and ours. Yeah. So here again, like this again is the exact point of the knowledge base right here. This Earth 6XX is the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Well, we now know this is supposedly Earth 616, um, which will theoretically lead to Earth 919, right? So, um, yeah, and then yeah, so this is yeah, and this right here is a Earth 616, and then are we actually? I feel like we don't have that here. Oh yeah, and then Earth 919, right? And then here is the Earth 616. Do we actually have a 616? No, this is Earth 616, right? Yeah, so now we can actually get much more. Yeah, so this Mortis, oh, this is actually Star Wars, right? This is a Star Wars terminology. Where is Mortis? Oh yeah, right here. Oh no. Yeah, so this is tagged. We can now tag this as fantasy, right? Yeah, and then this tells us that fantasy, these are from other but are fantasy driven. Their time probable warp drives do not exist in this reality. And there again, and say in this reality, right, which is, i.e., Earth, right? So to me, it's like our definition of Earth. Well, Yeah. So our definition of Earth is the home of, yeah. So Earth, yeah. So these are, now articles that talk about how this is, and there again, so the Earth, this is the MB, which is the Tony Stark RTP. So this is like now he's talking about. So this is the 919, which I'd literally like to say, this is 911. This is Earth 919, right? So I feel like to me, or you can say Earth 919 specifically. So it's like here's like the three designations for Earth. Um, yeah, of the 919 MCU review, Earth 911, Earth 911, 919. So here, and then yeah, it links back to Tony Stark. So this, where is this welcome? Where is it? Oh yeah, so Mortis is right here. So this should be right here, which is really this is right here. So this Mortis is yeah, so this is, well, yeah, so Mortis is really our Mortisian, right? This is Mortis in theory is really a individual Mortesian, right? And you're like, well, what's a Mortesian? Individual. Individual. And there again, so to me, it's like this Mortis is like, okay, well, this is like, and we could almost just tag this as underscore Mortis, right? So these are intrinsically linked. Yeah. And then this is, yeah, this is kind of like the Mortis. This is like, this really is the Mortis KB, right? So this is the Mortis KB is what this is trying to explain, which is really like under this. Yeah, it's meant to sort of signify that this Mortis right here is part of this daughter, father, son. And then yeah, and then here like, and to me it's like this is like Balin, and then here's Anakin Skywalker is also sort of some concepts of, these are concepts of the father, Mortis, Mortis, you know, Mortis God. Yeah, paternal, yeah, paternal father of the, yeah. So, and then yeah, so we don't have a Balin, but these would be under, um, yeah. So here again, these would be characters, right? This would be like, okay, so this is the Mortis, so let's create a new, we'll call these characters, and then this is like create a new note for Balin. Balin, as portrayed by the late great Ray Stevenson. And there again, like this could actually be linked to Ray Stevenson, right? Bum, and I say, hey, let me copy this, and this is under here, which is a new note to people. So it's like, yeah. So now this, and there again, so now the 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 people here, this really is the knowledge base for Earth, right? This is the knowledge base for um, the Earth Zero, whatever you're calling it. What are we calling it? Earth Zero? I feel like we're calling it Earth Zero. So this is the, here, let me rename this to knowledge base of Earth Zero. Yeah. Wow, look at that all connected. This is like my brain. Yeah. And then I don't know. Is this what I'm doing to make sense of the world? So here we go. The Earth Zero here, from the Earth pine line is Earth, right? Earth Zero Earth, right? Oh, this is actually zero. Earth Zero is the prime time. I mean, this is Micaiah's timeline on Earth, as in zero, right? Earth is the, now we know that this is supposed Earth with 616, right? So, And then this is Adam, right? So Adam is from Earth, right? So he's from Earth. He's in the, I don't know, what do we call this? Yeah. So Adam's from Earth. And then this is actually um, yeah, this really is part of, yeah, this really should be way up here under people, right? So this people is including, and there again, you got the Micaiah and then Micaiah's personal history and then the what if, right? What if Baz and Conrad from the Core actually worked together? The 5 minute movie. Yeah. Um, I don't know. This is like, yeah. So this is like to me, what if from the Core, right? So this is the Core from the Core, which is not actually. So here again, you'd have, uh, I don't know. Where did I, um, yeah. Oh, isn't it under information? Yeah, under information is movies, and we say, okay, now this is the core. So now it's like, okay, so I really wish there was a way to, I wish there was a way to backlink to the idea for the next core movie or what if, really. So that needs to be like a piece of technology. Uh, Here, let me create a new idea for links. We need to have a way to link from one to another, back and forth. Tags are one way, so we tag. This is tags are a great way. Um, yeah, I love tags. Tags are just so amazing. Um, yeah, so now we've got this idea of Adam, which is part of Micaiah, and there again, so uh, yeah, so this is, oh my God, it's the core. Uh, yeah. So this is like, I'm talking about how the KB presents and problems, solves problems. It's yeah, um, yeah, yeah. So this really is okay. So this one above all is really part of the character, right? So, well, here, yes. God, where'd he go? Where did the one above all go? Oh boy. Can I like focus this? Um, file two, right? So I want to do this, the KBS, um, no, this is the KBS MCU knowledge base, right? And then from there, it's the idea that you have characters, right? Yeah, so this is, oh God, this is characters, I guess. Characters, and it's the one above all. The one above all is the God. This is like, yeah, so this is, here's my idea again about the one above all. And then, yeah, so and then Zeus, uh, Zeus and Hercules are also, yeah. So to me, it's like these are obviously characters. So it's like it would be nice to say, yeah, what is, where did where did Lady Thor go? Google, where did Lady Thor go? Oh, Valhalla. Yeah. Oh, of course, she goes to Valhalla. Yeah. So this is, yeah, this is Valhalla. Uh, yeah. So she goes to Valhalla. And this there again, so I'm called this Valheim, no, this is Valhalla, right? So she actually goes to Valhalla. So again, like this is to, uh, you know, uh, correction now goes to Valhalla, which would makes much more sense, honestly. But who am I? Who am I? And then can I say strike through? Um, I love that you can extract the current information. Oh, here we go. Strike through. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this is Valhalla. Collects Lady Throne and Heimdall for the final battle. What's his name? Not Heimdall, right? Heim Thor Heimdall. There we go. So Heimdall. What? Oh, well that's different. Oh, Heimdall. Okay, well this is Thor, guy who can see everyone. God, what? This is God. That's Thompson. Oh my goodness. This is yeah. So this is kind of what the interesting thing about all this is that it's kind of a Wikipedia is yeah. So it's Heimdall. This is the person I'm looking for. Heimdall. So and again, it's like Heimdall. Correction. Uh, uh, ooh, yes, Heimdall. And then there again, we just take this and I don't know. Some people don't like it, but I love the strike throughs because it really says, okay, I've made a mistake. Oh, I guess I didn't make a mistake. Never mind. Okay, well, this is important to say that we oh Heimdall versus Heimdall. Okay, as it is correction. I was like, oh look, HDMI. Oh, I'm pretty good. Yeah, so this is Gore the God Butcher, which is actually not correct. So we could actually add him as a character, and then there again. So this is also Christian Bale, which is a yeah. So if we oops, didn't mean it. Yeah, so we just take him, Gore the God Butcher here. Now again, like this should be like Thor. We should have uh Heimdall. Yeah, so this is Heimdall, and this is part of the one above all, which is now linking to Heimdall, right? Yeah, for the final battle, and this is Lady Thor. I mean, what is Jane Foster's Thor called? Jane Foster's Thor. What do they call him? They just call him Lady Thor. Oh yeah. So by the way, this is Marvel's. No, not this one. Meh, 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 meh. God, where's Marvel's Mighty Thor? Oh, is that what they're calling her? Mighty Thor? I guess they're calling him Mighty Thor. Um, yeah. Here we go. This one, The Life of Jane Foster. So this is yeah. So this is kind of the idea the where she full plate. Yeah. So I guess she becomes a Valkyrie. Oh, well, that's cool. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, to me, it's like Marvel already has one of these, right? Uh, yeah. So this is she lost her mother to cancer, and her father would raise her by himself. Later, after finishing medical training, becoming a nurse, her father would die of a heart attack, but tragically did not stop her from aiding others. And then something mysterious happened, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. In the 60 years, Jane has had a full course of encountered strange occurrences, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so I guess she really is a doctor. But is there a brum, bum, bum, yeah. So it's I guess to me, let's no, we're good. Okay, it's under movies. Let's see, all movies, and we're looking for Love and Thunder. This is what we're really, yeah. So there's Love and Thunder. So this is cool. And then there's characters, right? So now we can see, yeah. So they call her the Mighty Thor. Yeah, of course they call her the Mighty Thor. So to me, no, well, um, okay, yeah. So da. So I feel like that there is a an official Marvel sort of fan fest here where you can actually understand the comics as well. Um, yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, so Jane Foster is one of the most brilliant astrophysicists on Earth. On a trip to New Asgard, visiting the broken Mjolnir, Jane Foster's life is forever changed when the shattered Mjolnir mystery transfers into the mighty Thor. So yeah, so here, yeah, so this is uh Jane Foster, right? This should collects Lady Thor. Correction. Uh, this is correct. The mighty Thor. I don't know. I don't understand why they can't just call her Lady Thor. It'd just be cool. Here, let me strike through this. But yeah. And then this is then here, like we'll say new note called Jane Foster, right? Comics is a doctor of medicine. In the MCU, she's an astrophysicist. Physicist. It's like, oh my God, it's like, why not? Uh, yeah, astrophysicist. Um, I always want to be a theoretical physicist, and my friends like, you don't know math, and I'm like, well, that's why I'm a theoretical physicist because it's like I don't need to know the math. Anyway, so then this is the mighty Thor. This is there again. This is Lady Thor. I don't know. And then yeah, so this is the mighty Thor, and then this lady needs to. And here again, it should be like Jane Foster, right? Unfortunately, is Jane Foster is the mighty Thor. And then like here we go, and we say, well, okay, under here, we'll create a new folder. We'll call him Bruce Banner, which is Hulk, right? So the Hulk is Bruce Banner or the Hulk, as portrayed by Edward Norton, as portrayed by um, God, what's his name? Brum, bum, bum. God, I really saw really cool on Facebook. I saw really good. I guess I don't want to go to Facebook right now for various reasons, but yeah. Um, anyways, oh God, what's his name? It's on the tip of my tongue. I should know who Bruce Banner is. Yeah, there we go. So Mark Ruffalo, yeah, that's his name. Edward Norton and the Incredible Hulk, as portrayed by Mark Ruffalo. There again, so paste as plain text, and there again, these are real life people, right? So the idea is these are people from Earth, honest. So I mean, da 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 da, and then I take these Edward Norton, my Ruffalo. No, okay, you and you, okay. Oh boy, put them in their people. Put them under people. Uh, yeah. Oh yeah. So this is to say, yeah, this Loki, yeah, it is down here in the MCU, right? So this is a characters in the MCU, and as long as it's this one, right? So we can't have, um, yeah. And then this is like, here we go. We say create a new folder. We'll call him Tony Stark, and then we'll say Tony Stark, and then Tony Stark as as per, portrayed by Robert Downey Jr. Uh, RDJ, right? And then this is RGJ, and then we'll click this guy and then drag him back up to people. I feel like to me it's like insert note, like Facebook, right? We could link all these people from sources, LinkedIn, Facebook, IMDb. Yeah, I'm like getting IMDb into this would be amazing. I mean, I would love that idea to use IMDb as a data source. I guess we didn't actually talk about that, so let's say number 13 is data sources, right? So getting IMDb as a data source would be amazing. And there again, like so, like to me, it's like God, I don't know who's a character I should look at. God, I don't know. Chris Evans. I don't know. I think I Robert Downey Jr. Right because I that was just copy him. So Robert Downey Jr. Right. So it's like I feel like I'm gonna have to copy his name here, and then I'm gonna go to people and then say Robert Downey Jr. So did I do that correctly? Oh my God, it actually looks like I did. So Robert Downing, Downing, Downey, Downey Jr. Yeah. And there again, so to me, it's like, well, this is, whoops, wow. Oh my God. The other thing too is like Ben Affleck, right? So it's like if you look at Ben Affleck, I know that Ben Affleck did a movie in 2003, right? But apparently he doesn't want to claim credit for the movie. Uh, in 2003, uh, he's not here. He's like, yeah, I don't want to claim that movie. Uh, Yeah, so but to me it's like if I look up, so this is kind of like where I don't know what the story is there, but I love the Paycheck the movie. But it's I mean he's linked here and like to here is like okay, he's Ben Affleck, which links to here, but some reason it doesn't link to that movie. Um that wow, he's in eight upcoming movies. Oh, he's the Apostle Paul. Oh, he's a producer though. Um, a witness to the persecution. Interesting. He wrote a lot of cities. Anyway, so yeah. Oh, maybe it's because this is a producer role. Okay, I get it. My bad. My bad. My bad. Yeah, so in 2003, yeah, I see. Yeah, there again. So there's Paycheck. Yeah, right here. Jennings. Wow, he did 3 movies in 2003. Daredevil. Oh my God. Oh yes, he's in wow, he's the boyfriend in Jenny from the Block. then is Gigi, and then yeah, so he's in Paycheck, which is yeah, so it's a movie I was talking about a little bit, quite a bit actually. Oh it's Philip K. Dick. Wow. Uh oh, the director is John Woo. Wow. Yeah, this guy Uma Thurman, Aaron Eckhart too. So like he's in the core. Like so there again, like you look at him and you get the core, and you get yeah. Oh, this is again. Is this the yeah? So he's yeah. He's oh no yeah the actor, and then the core I think was like 2001 or something. God, where's the core? I know he. God, it's what year was the core? I swear it was. I thought it was Aaron Eckhart. The core. Who's yeah Aaron Eckhart? What movie? 2000. Oh my God! It was in 2003 as well. Really? Am I misreading this wrong? Yeah, so 2003. Wow, he's in. Let's go to this right here. So yeah, in 2003. Wow, he was in the core, and also wow, he was in two movies at once. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. I mean, it's not too crazy, but yeah. Uh, yeah. So in Paycheck, he was Rothrick, and the core. So he's in Paycheck and the core in 2003. So that's crazy. Um, yeah. So that's one of the pillars, right, of knowledge, right? So to me, it's like if we come in here and we say, okay, so we want to say, let's create a new note, and we'll say we want to say uh, Aaron Eckhart. Yeah, so Aaron Eckhart, and then we want to say the core, right, in 2003, and then we want to say the paycheck, right? So in 2003, which I feel like to me it's like 2003 almost deserves its own special link, right? So, um, and then let's see, Edward. Oh yeah, and then yeah, so this is information under movies was, you know, 2003, right? So this is 2003. This is Aaron Eckhart, Aaron Eckhart, and then this is Ben. Yeah, no, here, let me say, God, this is, yeah, Ben Affleck. So Ben Affleck, um, yeah, and then yeah, so this is Ben Affleck here. Uh, yeah, and then under blah 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 blah, we'll say new people. No, we'll say Ben Affleck. And then this is the core of 2003, right? So, oh, here, let me. I wish there was a way to do it as single, but yeah. So if I click here, yeah, I'd like to say the core, right? And then paycheck, right? And then this is Ben Affleck. No, yeah, come on. Ben Affleck and Aaron Eckhart. So I feel like that's interesting. And then the 2003, this is actually part of the history events and timeline. So to me, it's like you have this 2003 event, which is, to me, it's like I feel like I want to showcase a project here a little bit, right? So, which actually might be able to take the calendar, and I want to say under, I think it's under 2020, 2023. Yes. So I want to open up this project real quick, if I don't mind. And then under our graph, Yeah, so under our graph, yeah, so we got Hedward and both are, yeah. Why is Lukey 616? So here, yeah. So I feel like there we go. So yeah, so here's like John Wick. God, I feel like this is yeah. So the core is 2003. You've got the core and paycheck with Aaron Eckhart and Brad, and then the what if, right? Yeah. So here's what if for the core. So this is sort of um yeah. Um but under here, why is this feeling, I guess this is not what I'm looking at. No memento. Yeah, I guess this is not what I'm thinking about. Yeah, this is the new, like anyways, it's brum, pum, pum. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Let me. I'm trying to keep my projects clean. So under 2020, the 2022, it's got to be 2023. Oh, it's Jehovah's genealogy. That's what it's. Yeah. Yeah. So this, I mean, this again is a piece of information right here about people, and that the people actually equal. Like to me, it's just like this is the Stevens, right? So this is Stevens, and then under here, this is Micaiah, and then this is me. Now this is me, Micaiah, and then they're again Stevens. So now it's like, okay, who's the Stevens? And you've got this Stevens family line, right? Which, here that's like the personal, and then this is, oh yeah, so this is under genealogy. So I feel like this could fit under here, but whatever. But anyways, yeah, so I wanted to look at this timeline, right? So if you look at this timeline where it's like, oh, hey, this is the humanity start, right? In 4025 BCE, you've got this different timelines, but then you've got, like, I don't know, 1975. Yeah, I feel like some of this, I guess I shouldn't look at, but yeah, you got some of these, so, well, in like 1775, 1975, right? Is the 6,000 years of human rule. So it's because if you take this number, 425 BCE, and you add 6,000 years to it, you get to 1975 essentially. And then 1976, I was born. And there it's in creation of 12.001. So I mean, yeah, it's just this event, right? So if we look at 2003, yeah, so look in 2003, yeah, well, okay, interesting, yeah, but yeah. So this is Batman. Yeah, he's like 4 years older than me. Do 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 do. Yeah, so he's got, yeah. So to me, it's like it just would be amazing, but I'd love to be able to say, right? So for me, um, bum. So under Ben Affleck, right? So like to me, it's like the core, and I'd love to say seen it, right? Well, this is like I'd love to add a tad to watched, right? And then this is like here. Let me put this here, and I'd love to say this is watched, and I'd love to say the tag is under the people here of Micaiah, and I'd love to say this is Micaiah, right? And then I also love to say watched by Micaiah, right? So maybe if I update that, and then I say under information, the core, yeah, I'd love to say watched by Micaiah, watched by Micaiah, yes, watched by Micaiah, and then this is watched by Micaiah, which has Ben Affleck, right, and Aaron Eckhart in it. Yeah. And here again, oh, this is Uma Thurma. God, how do I spell her name? Let me go back to here and get to the core of 2003 as an actor. God, I gotta make sure that's correct. Oh no, it's up there. I saw Jennifer Lopez. Oh yeah, so Paycheck is with um, Uma Thurma, Uma Thurman, Uma Thurman, which is also like Kill Bill. That's where she that's her. I think that's her in Kill Bill. Yeah, I hope. So this is Uma Thurman, and this is yeah, perfect. Okay, and then so Uma Thurman is a real life person, right? So she's a real life person that goes under people, and there again, so another person I want to say is John Woo, right? So he's is the Paycheck, right? So he's the director of Paycheck, and and then there again. So now we'd have to say, oh God, this is like so tiresome. This is where you need a computer to do all this. Uh, yeah. So under Paycheck, it's directed by John Woo. Yeah, directed by John Wick. Did John Woo do any do John Wicks? It'd be interesting if he did some John Wicks. Just because it's yeah, John Woo. Yeah, so yeah, he directed Silent Night, Crossing, blah blah blah, Red Cliff, Strangled. Yeah. And again, it's like I'd like to be able to there again. So here's director of Paycheck. Wow, he hasn't actually directed that many movies. Wow, he took like a huge break here, and then he's he is a producer though. Did he produce Paycheck? Yeah, he was also a producer, right? So to me, it's like okay, so he was also produced by John Woo. So he didn't apparently do any directs. Yeah, so this is yeah, so this is produced by. And there again, it's like, so I'd like to be able to add other tags here. So now it's like, oh my God, like this knowledge is like massively. So look at Micaiah, like he's, yeah, and then the watched by Micaiah is actually through, yeah. So there again, so it's Micaiah's watched by Micaiah, and then he's watched Paycheck, and then that means he knows who John Woo is, well, kind of, and then also who I feel like is this not a connection? Oh, this is Ben Affleck. So, and then this, where is this one? Oh, this is Earth 313. How is this? Oh, right, because Earth 313 is connected. Yeah, yeah. So this is the comic, the MCU. Oh, I thought. Oh, okay. And then this is Earth 919, and then Earth 313. And this is under the knowledge base of Marvel, and this is um, yeah, this is Earth 313, right? So yeah, yeah. So this the Earth 616 knocks the Loki to Iron Man. Earth the 616.2320. Well, it's actually 2012 technically, but yeah, from 1-1, Iron Man leaves the 616 and creates the 616A. Yeah, it's not a full. The future vendor Cap or Tony knocks the stone around original Hulk. Hulk takes the stone in 2012, gets captured by the and around 2012 point one, oh 01 or whatever, oh 01 dash oh 01 dash, you know, colon, 1200 or whatever. Uh, yeah, yeah. So when was he removed, and um, how did Thor go capture him in the desert? Right. So to me, that's the opening scene. Yeah. So this is Avenger 12 times worth. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. So yeah, so this is the yeah, this is like oh my god, right? This is like insane. Yeah. And then this is the I don't know if it's the is there an official answer on the what universe does the Marvel comics take place? Uh yeah. Yeah, so this is yeah, this whew. Oh, anyways, yeah, so oh, but there again, so to me, it's like this is, I forgot about this, but yeah, this I guess they're almost saying that they, yeah. Oh yeah, so we're in Earth 1218. Yeah, the we're in Earth 1218. Uh, Wow. I guess I'm tired, so I probably should head to bed. So, anyway, so I'm calling this Earth Zero, and then this could be theoretically called Earth 1218. If I do this and then drop this into here, yeah. So this is the prime timeline Earth, which I'm calling Earth Zero. I would rather just call it Earth Zero because it's like it you know, makes more sense to me. But I could call it whatever they want, I guess. Okay. Well, anyways, you could see like how this is building, and I'm getting tired of building it by hand. So, but I really do need a graph system like this where I can really get a good graph system here. So I don't know if power ups just power ups. Let's see. Does ooh, yeah, we're gonna have to start learning power apps. Google, does Microsoft Power Apps have a graph great graph system? Yeah, God. Yeah, so I know there's a Microsoft Graph, right? So yeah, so this is Microsoft Graph. Yeah. God, I don't know. Oh, just look at all this crappy UI. What is this? What? Oh, that's cool, but yeah, interesting. Yeah, so I guess this to me is like, I don't know if this is, yeah, so here we go. We've got calendar, yeah, user, teams, chats. I feel like the graph in this sense of the word is their data, like, the data elements, right? That you would enter, not the knowledge base, right? The knowledge base is its own graph element that again hooks into various pieces. Uh, yeah. Whew. Yeah. So, anyways, but yeah, um, I guess yeah. So I guess I'm tired of doing both this by hand, but yeah, it's okay. It's good for the soul to yeah, be able to yeah, be able to yeah. Oh, well, this is actually, this is Gore, this is Gore where the Bod Butcher is one of his movie characters from Thor: Love and Thunder in 2022 or something. And also he's Batman, right? This is also Batman. So Batman's part of the DC, right? So to me, Batman is part of the DC, right? So here again, we just come with this. This is the new folder, the DCU, or well, the Sunset, the DC. And then here again, we go new folder. We'll just call it characters. And then we'll also create a new note called Batman, right? And then this is Christian Bale. And then then this is also Ben Affleck, right? So Ben Affleck was also Batman, right? So this is Bat, you know, Batman. Oh God, yeah, yeah. So there again, Batman is now permanently linked to Christian Bale, and yeah. So this is Christian Bale. Yeah, there's also Batman and whatever his this is yeah. Somehow here, let's say folder, let's say comics, right? And we'll actually just take, I'm sure John Wick's a comic as well, but we'll just take the DC and they're just, the comics. Here, let me say, rename this the comics shared universe, universe. So the CSU, the comics shared universe. Yeah. So yeah, at some point it would be nice to, yeah, if the comics actually did have a shared universe, and it just would be, oh my God, people would just go crazy. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I get why these people don't do some of this stuff, but it's like also at the same time, oh my God, right? I always feel like I have to watch the new Flash because of um, Batman, Michael Keaton's Batman. Uh, yeah. And there again, like to me, it's like you got to think of Batman, right? So Batman is Christian Bale. You got Michael Keaton, Michael Keaton. You've got Grant Ward something, Grant Ward. I don't know what his name was. Oh, Tim Burton as well. Um, yeah, it's like you got these, and then you got Adam West. That's his name, Adam West. Yeah. Ooh, there's a name from history. Um, yeah, this is Adam West. Yeah. Here, let me actually drop this out. Okay, no, I'm good. Thank you. No, thanks. Let me copy this image and let me go into here under technology. I want to say under technology, under power apps. Let me create a note. We'll call this Microsoft Graph. We'll put this in here and we'll copy this and put it right here. Yeah, and then can I don't know, like yeah, right here. Wish I would put it like if you paste it, I wish you'd put it in the same folder. Uh, yeah. So here, let me note Obsidian ideas. Obsidian ideas. So to me, it's Obsidian. I wish Obsidian would paste the picture in the file to the same folder as the file instead of the base folder. Yeah, so let me copy this, paste it. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, so we saw that multiple times when we were trying to um we're trying to do things. Um Also, too, I wish you could say like right click. Yeah, so I wish you could also say I wish you could right click a note and convert convert it to a folder and make the note the sub, you know, the child of the folder. Also, I wish you could attach a note to 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 a folder, so you can have Obsidian, the folder be Obsidian, the note. Yeah, so here again, we got Obsidian here and Obsidian here. So I wish there was some way to, when I click on this, it feels like I could click on this folder and select it. We need you would need the ability to click on a folder and select it to see its note attached. And again, the note could be hidden as a special markdown. And then there again, I wish the graph would let me link items together automatically. So I mean, to me, it's like I don't know. I know. Uh, yeah. Where am I thinking? I know there's like like the graph editor has the the God, the new shader editor looks cool, and I don't want to build one myself. I guess that's I just don't want to. I could, and I am starting to already. Um, but yeah, I feel like I should take the timeline out of here. And yeah, so to me, it's like this is cool, right? So when you have, do I have this set up anymore? But I mean, it really, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, so it has these people, and they're great. I mean, yeah. Okay, well, anyways, let's not worry about that. But yeah, um, but I feel like under Hamlet, um, under Hamlet 2D. There we go. I've got this idea for knowledge, right? So this is kind of the the 5 second, you know, implementation of this knowledge, and I feel like it's quite brutal. Uh, kind of feel like it'd be cool, but then at the same time, I don't know. I feel like it just yeah, I don't have time to hidden knowledge. Oh yeah, yeah. So this is all yeah. And then it's just topics. No, facts. Here we go. Facts. So um, so there again, I have this way to and then what I need to do is say, okay, this is minus one, and this is, you know, one 0.5, right? Minus point 0.5, minus 0.5 or something. So to me, it's like I've got Jehovah, Jesus, in the Bible, and it's like, I'd like to be able to set these up, and I feel like these are just not very good in terms of here. Let me go into here, go into the fact prefab, and then under the cylinder. Oh, I guess I have a mesh right here. Is what I have right now, which is here. Let me create a material, and we'll just do the gray material. And I just want to say this is just a darker gray, and then this could be added to my. Oh, I guess I need it darker. Of course, I need it darker. Oh, it's got to be some kind of lighting. Wow, why Why you be that way? Oh, yeah, I don't care about shadows. I don't care about dynamic inclusion. Force no motion. Turn off all the blind plugs. Cast shadows off. What does it feel like? There we go. I guess that's okay. So if I say 1 and 2, um, so here let me say, oh, I could just do it like this. So this is 1, 2, no, here, sorry, 1, 2, and I can actually move my camera over by 1. Yeah. Oh boy. Boy, I'm tired of doing this by hand already too. Isn't that what you programmed for? Anyway, so Jehovah created Jesus, which created the Bible. So this is like there again. So this is, um, here let me create a, UI uh, text, and this is the word, right? So I'm trying to think about the idea here. Oh, I guess there is already a canvas here. There's already a canvas here. So this is here, and I want you to say, where are you in the terms of this, and then, oh, you're at, oh, yeah. So I see, yeah, that would make sense. So this is 0, and this is here. Let me copy this component, paste this component values, and then this is here, and then oh boy. Okay, so then this is here, and I want you to just come, oh, this is the word, which is, no, this is stretch at the bottom, and your height is 20, oh, 30, and then we'll say that your auto size. And then you're gonna, yeah, I guess that's fine. Say 5. Ugh, okay, honest. I'm doing all this and it's just throwaway, so I don't know. I guess I'm getting I'm really tired, but yeah. And then also I want to say, 15 by 15. Yeah. So yeah. So this to me is like, in Jehovah created Jesus, which is the Word, and they created the Bible. Uh, yeah, which is the Word of Jehovah. I don't know. Anyways, complicated but cool. But yeah, so I would need like, just lots of UI elements, lots of linking things, lots of, you know, zooming in and out. So it's like I feel like it would just be a massive uh but yeah, if I did it in a 3 engine like that, that'd be cool. It's kind of like cards, I think, in some respects, where you're like, um, where the main camera is an orthographic camera, right? I feel like if we do that and then we say, hey, this is 1 and 2, and then yeah, from here we could just say, 0, 0, 0, and then by 1, yeah, and then we could say, yeah, yeah, and then this is -1 or 1, yeah, here, this is 1, copy, okay, whatever, yeah, so this is an orthographic, this is 1, this is 1 and 0, and yes. So honestly, really, at this point, I could just say, hey, facts. When you build facts, just give me a, yeah. So it's like we actually have these create facts that are a little bit more, um, a little bit more, yeah. Okay. So what I want to really say is like I'm gonna say a serialized field vector3 int fact start equals vector3 int dot 0. right? So I'm going to say the geo dot transform dot position equals this, and then I'm going to say the fact start plus equals new 100, right? And then that should actually do exactly what I want. Yeah. So bam, bam, bam. And then now it's like, okay, we've got tooltips, right? So tooltips would be the next thing to say is, okay, so create a UI canvas element, and then we're just going to UI, I don't know. Well, let's just go UI text. Well, let's just create an empty. We'll call this um, tooltip, and then we'll just say UI text, and then you're going to say, God, I would need a mouse. I would need so much code. Here, let me just say, okay, let me just say here, we'll just go we'll just create a C# script. We'll call this tooltip. And then this will say on the, we have a fax? No, we don't have a, let's say namespace, uh, K, KB fax, right? Okay, call this KB fax. And then under here, we'll just say this is a, here, and then this is a serialized field for TMP text match pro. Quick and dirty text object equals null. And then we're just going to say tooltip dot show public static void show. And then we're string s text. And then we say text object. Oh yeah, no, we need a static. Do we have a singleton here? No. Okay, well, we'll just have to create one. Static tooltip instance equals null. Void awake, instance equals this. Get rid of the here, the text, no, instance dot text object dot game object set active to true. The instance dot text object dot text, that text equals s text. And then yeah, on the awake, we'll set the text object dot set active. No, well, game object set active to false. Yes, come on, I know. Oh, let's take the 12 tip here. Let's take the this. Here, let me create an empty. Create an empty. We'll call this UI, and then I want to add the tooltip here. Oh, look, I have a tooltip already. Oh yeah, so this is like a something else, but yeah, let's add a tooltip. Should have been this one. Yep. Okay, there we go. Let's drag this here, this canvas to here, and then this is 000, and then the fax geo. Let me say a box collider. Uh, yes, but this doesn't need to actually be that big, like 0.2. Perfect. And then, yeah, and then this is a, oh, the fact XO, which doesn't have anything right now. But yes. Okay, so this is void on mouse. Come on, void on mouse enter. Void on mouse exit. And we just do we'll say tooltip dot show, not tooltip dot show, the fact so dot, what is this? It's gonna be some description. Just like it's title, but it's not title. Oh, there's, yeah, so there's public string, yeah, description. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's what I thought that was going to be the case, but I just never finished it. So here's the description, and then we'll just say tooltip.hide, tooltip.hide. Yeah, I'll just say this, and what I want to do here is under this fact tooltip here, I want to say the KB fax is going to be sitting right here now. And then this is will be public static hide. You would just say public static void hide. I don't need to, and then we'll say instance.textObject.setActive, set active. Oh, gameObject.setActive to false. And then there again, under here, you could just say hide. And then we'll get rid of this. Quick and dirty. So I feel like I'm sharp accent. Yeah. So we're good. Got rid of this. We're good. Got rid of that. Hit here. And then, okay. So we are not showing anything. Oh, 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 you know what? I feel like it's working, but it's not working. Let me say one and then, yeah, there we go. Yeah, so this is, okay, so let me say, yeah, see it's working, but it's not. Let me say there's a tooltip. Let me look at this here. You're going to be in the bottom right corner. You're going to be, I don't know, 500 by 500, and you're going to have a image, image here, and then you're just going to image of black, and then your text is white. No, your text is, no, your gray is gray. Okay, and why can't we? Yeah, this feels like it's just way too big. Let me say 300 by 300, and then you're going to be da 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 da, and you're going to say, I don't know, like 15.5, 15.5. Oh god, this one feels like 10 and 10. And you're going to say auto size, and what you're going to do is under, we need a game object here. I feel like game object tooltip geo equals no, and I'm just going to say that this is this game object right here is set to active, and then this game object to set to true. And actually, what we're going to do is this first. Okay, yeah. So now it's like, okay, cool. And then what are you whining about? Oh, really? What are you whining about? Oh, yeah. Okay, I get you. I get you. You're upset. You're upset because I'm cool and you're not. Yeah. So this is now okay. So now we actually got this idea. So now if I click and drag, I need to be able to click and drag and like right. So if input dot mouse set, I don't know how to do that right now, but um yeah, yeah, the God of the Bible. So yeah. Yeah. To me, it's like I like to be able to create links and zoom in and out and do all sorts of things. But yeah, um, and then there again, when you right click and drag and yeah, so it's a little bit about why we talked about this project too. So under here is this Kai Lord. Yeah, 2024. We kind of resurrected this project as well to kind of get the idea here of, I guess there again, it's like to me, it's like to build the knowledge, you have to build the tool. To build the tool, you have to. I mean, anyways, I'll explain what I mean. I guess when you're looking at this, is like in the Kai Creator, in the this here, and this is actually a tablet application, right? So to me, you could say, okay, this is Jehovah, right? And then you could say, um, yeah, and this is kind of this idea that you have, the the people, right? And now you could select this person, and then you could like double click on him and open up that UI here, and then here I could create this person as I think in the calendar, right? I guess I closed. So under here, under the calendar, um, God, I have like three projects open. And it's like way past 2 o'clock, and I haven't even looked at the YouTube channel. Comments. People are probably trying to comment, and I'm. Oh, I can't do that because I don't know why they put the comments with the stream keys. Like that's a brilliant idea. You have a fourth tab here. Uh, well, welcome to the end of the chat. Yeah. Oh, I don't know why this chat is like. Am I doing this right? I guess maybe that's why no one is watching them. But anyways, when you hit play here, right, you could go into something called topics, right, and then add a new topic. And we'll say Jehovah, and it creates this topic, right? So to me, it's like yeah, and then I can click on this topic and then get the ability, and then I could click on the projects and then say, okay, on this project, right, this could anyways, it could do a lot of cool things there. And that's all I just meant to say, is that we could click on here and then click on a you know extras and say, okay, I want to create a new extra, and I could just create that, and I feel like that would be really cool. This just creates a choice and says, yeah, you're go left, right, and then just creates a choice and it says go right, and then yeah, and then stay, right, and then you just say next section, and that creates this section, which is part of this idea. Is if you go back into the book here, in a phone view, now we can actually say, I think I actually cleaned this up a little bit. Yeah, I cleaned this up a little bit and added this. Yeah, so here I'd like to actually have two, um, under the Kai name. Is this, yeah, I'd actually like to say this is the, here, let me create an empty here. We'll call this the game title. And I'd like to be able to put this here and this here. And then this is the game character, right? And I'd like to say this is a vertical layout group. Yeah. And I want to say this is the width and height. Yeah. And then from here, I'd like to be able to jump into here and say the guy game question, game content, game UI button. Ah, here, right here. Yeah. So this, I'd actually, the Kai menu, I'd like to say um, that we're now going to say we have a Kai title, right? And a Kai, like, I feel like I should just say Kai character here. And yes. And then under the Kai menu is here. And then under the Kai menu is here. God, yes. Yeah, yeah. So I'd like to actually say, no, no, no. Okay, you're good there. And then the Kai character dot text equals the Kai game instance character. Uh, yeah. And I just, cut this out, put this there, and yeah. So I feel like that's going to be a good change for this thing, even though, although, why am I not? Okay, I feel like I need to say, I don't know what, two? Yeah, and then I want to say, do I have a UI tint? Um, do I have a UI tint? Let me open this and say, do I have a UI tint? Oh my God, I don't have one that. How's that? Let me drop into the 2024 and say UI tint. I feel like there's a tint somewhere I can steal. in the, I wonder if it's in the engine 15. The engine 15 probably has a UI tint that I can steal. Engine UI. Yeah, right here. Excellent. Yeah, so if I borrow this and go into, um, yeah, I don't know. God, I'm just, yeah, here's the Kai Lord. And then I just come into here and for the stub, right? And I say show an explorer the stub. And I just dump this here. I can now add this to my UI tint here. And I feel like that's all I need to do. So now if I run this, yeah, so now I can actually see that I'm selecting different themes and oh yeah, look how amazing that is now. Um, why is this? Oh, does this need to be turned off? Yeah, okay. Well, maybe just turn that off. Yeah, so now it's, oh yeah, much better. Oh yeah, so now I say, if I want to say head west, right? So I'm at 222, and then yeah, so, and there again, so the idea is if in the creator, yeah, I want to save that. Oh, I want to go here. The idea is that in the tablet view here, really, if I say, go west, and then this is go east, and then I'd say, this is a whatever it is a how do I um bum. You can also set your name, by the way, uh just like the other one. Although honestly, they're two separate systems, so yeah, it's really annoying. Oh God, where is this? Like, uh, yeah, I don't know. There's probably some. Yeah, so this is. Oh, do I have a Kai book? Yeah, that's. Yeah, yeah. Here, yeah. So here we go. This is what I'm looking for. So if I just say, hey, this is go west. There again. So you, oh, head west, right? So this is head west, and this is head east, and I think that's it, right? Yeah. There's nothing. Yeah. And then we're talking about Pathfinder. Again, you should be able to click on Pathfinder. I don't have Pathfinder, really? Oh my God, it's probably a I don't know. Okay, well, we need a skill of pathfinding. And I don't know what happened to it. Yeah, Mind Shield and Mind Blast are actually like book 15, but whatever. I don't know. Yeah, where's pathfinding? God, I don't have pathfinding. So Kai skills. Yeah, I guess. Oh, there it is. Pathfinding. So pathfinding. And really, this should be like Mind Shield, Mind Blast, right? Or, book 15, book 10 plus, let's say. Yeah. Oh, and then did I? No, we're good. Okay. So yeah. So yeah. So I put here. Anyways, the point being is that yeah, you could yeah. Uh. Anyway, so you get the general idea. So I mean, it's like this is yeah. I mean, I know it's pretty cheesy right now, but I'm just kind of tired and But yeah. Anyways, I think that's good. I mean, I think hopefully you can kind of see the idea of, well, the struggles I would have trying to do it in Unity because I don't have that kind of game. I have game. I don't have a graph element. Although you could build a graph, but I want to build it in like the world view, right? Not just a tool, an editor tool. I wanted to build it in the game view so I can, display lots of cool things and do lots of cool stuff and, do it in VR, AR. It doesn't matter at that point. So I feel like that's an amazing thing to do. Um, and at some point, like if the power apps would basically be the back end, like the power apps would be the back end, Unity would be the front end, right? So um, the Power Apps interfaces with the IMDb, which builds the database, which then Unity just logs in through your Microsoft account and through an interface that it's pretty straightforward to set up, like a phone interface or whatever. Those are not not too difficult, and then you can access all your knowledge essentially, or you can just carry it with you on the database that you can download with you, which is also kind of a thing, a thing that should be a thing. Okay, well, anyways, I'm getting really tired. I probably should, I don't know, think around for a few more minutes and head to bed. So, anyways, thanks all. I really appreciate it. Yeah, another 2 hours. Whew. I love doing this, and it's getting a lot of progress done. Well, maybe not as much as if I just focused and listened to music and whatnot, but anyways, it's progressing. Take care, all.